Hi everyone! What if I revealed something to you that the biggest obstacle in your success might not be your boss, a competitor, or your circumstances? What if you find out your greatest enemy is not external, but your own inner self? Are you brave enough to confront the dark corners of your mind? Those dark corners that shaped your entire life without you even realizing it? Would you be able to confront the hidden insecurities if they were staring you in the face? Are you ready to face the truth? One that could change everything. Welcome to Connect Within TV. In today's video, we will uncover the hidden world of blind spots, our hidden flaws that we cannot notice because our daily routine and automatic thinking patterns hide them from view. So, let's begin by defining what blind spots exactly are. According to Robert Bruce Shaw in his book Leadership Blind Spots are threats or weaknesses that leaders fail to notice. In order to reach our full potential, we need to examine ourselves honestly. Our greatest challenges often lie in the shadows of our own unawareness. The flaws we already know are less harmful than those we are unaware of. These subconscious stereotypes can subtly influence our desires, relationships, and perspectives. Our deepest misconceptions are our blind spots. These are the unseen aspects of our personality, like attitudes, beliefs, and emotions that influence our thoughts and shape our behavior without even knowing. For example, a person may reject someone else's idea, believing that he knows more than he actually does. This blind spot shows his intellectual egotism, convincing him that his way is the best way, only to find out later that he has not only limited his own understanding, but also blocked something truly great that was coming his way. Furthermore, being out of touch with our own nature can lead to interpersonal misunderstandings, and we can unintentionally hurt people around us. We risk losing sight of our impact on others. Unrecognized biases and assumptions can lead to thoughtless words, insensitive actions, and missed opportunities for connection. We may unknowingly dismiss others' feelings or overlook their needs. The pain we inflict unconsciously can be profound, eroding trust and damaging relationships. Let's take a closer look at how our everyday blind spots typically look like. Number 1. Unconscious habits. Displaying dominance and interrupting others mid-sentence, exhibiting our inability to control our thoughts and opinions. For example, cutting in with the solution before the other person finishes explaining their problem. Number 2. Overlooked behaviors. Lack of self-regulation or refusal to confront can lead to harmful behavioral patterns, such as impulsive reactions, emotional reactivity, procrastination, or disorganization. For example, overreacting to criticism, difficulty calming down after being upset, explosive anger, or irritability. When we are unaware of our triggers, we may lash out at others that can escalate minor issues into major conflicts, resulting into regretful outbursts and strained interactions. Number 3. Overlooked strengths or weaknesses. Overcommitment with tasks and obligations, taking on one more responsibility than one can realistically handle, which leads to physical and emotional drainage. When we take on too much, we risk spreading ourselves too thin, compromising our performance and relationships. This might be due to fear of rejection, desire to please others, perfectionism, or overestimation of skills and abilities. Number 4. Unchallenged thought patterns. Not taking responsibility for faults, not taking blame, and refusing to apologize arising from fear of loss of control or a response to expected rejection. By unconsciously employing this defense mechanism, we may protect ourselves from hurt, but also obscure our true emotions, needs, and motivations. This coping strategy can become a blind spot, leading to self-sabotaging behaviors and unfulfilling connections. Number 5. Demonstrating superiority. Talking over people's head and using technical language in communication that others might not understand, showing lack of empathy and failing to consider the listener's perspective, believing one's knowledge is superior. Number 6. Emotional blindness. Failing to understand silent communication, such as missing hints of disinterest, failure to read body language and tone of voice as positive or negative, and being insensitive to body language or vibes. This may be due to a lack of empathy or an unwillingness to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions as well as those of others. Number 7. Unhealthy relationship patterns. Failing to define clear expectations and taking understanding for granted, assuming understanding is mutual or believing others think alike. When we presume others share our perspectives, we neglect the complexity of individual experiences and viewpoints, resulting in misinterpretation of cues or intention. The biggest trouble with blind spots is we may not notice them, but others do. We are often the last ones to realize our flaws, while people around us are super aware of them. Each one of us has a blind spot, exposing our unconscious thoughts, secret assumptions, and unique psychological fingerprint. However, identifying our blind spots and allowing ourselves to see what others can already see demands self-awareness and a courage to accept constructive criticism and feedback. As we navigate life's twists and turns, we subconsciously gather and store data of our success, failures, experiences, and hard-won lessons. This vast database influences our thoughts, emotions, actions, and ultimately shaping who we become. Recognizing our blind spots can be challenging. However, overcoming them can have a significant result in our life. First of all, admit that blind spots exist and be willing to deal with them. Start from reflection of your past experiences and cultivate a deeper understanding of your mistakes. Embrace your accomplishments without arrogance and acknowledge areas for improvement. Foster empathy and learn to respect others' perspectives. Practice lifelong learning and adjust to new information and challenges. This will help you to stay relevant in a rapidly changing environment. Last but not least, tolerate uncertainty and focus on the positivity. Question yourself what decisions, habits, or self-limiting beliefs are holding you back. Pay attention to your inner voices and ask yourself what you are capable of doing if you overcome your hidden flaws. My dear folks, it's time to break free from your inflexible attitude and restrictive thinking. I encourage you to take a step back, open your mind and heart, welcome disclosure, and adopt a transparent approach. Once you recognize and overcome your blind spots, you may go from procrastination to productivity, self-doubt to confidence, defensiveness to growth, distractions to focus, and assumptions to empathy. Did that resonate with you? I would like to ask, what are you willing to confront and change about yourself today? Share your story in the comments below and share with someone who needs to hear this. Your story can change lives. Subscribe to Connect Within TV and start your journey towards a more self-aware, empowered, and mentally liberal you.